Mercedes Division 1 driver Taze Leroy. How are you, and what do you think of France?
I'm back into the calendar. It's been one of my best tracks, so from as a track point of view, I dislike it a lot, but it's fair to say. But hopefully they do for you guys and keep it clean this week.
Yeah, it was a little bit mental in Division 1. Turn 1, lap 1, and the guys, I think, was it 2 people, went side by side, and didn't go too well. It was like the same instant twice in the same corner, and God, that race was not boring.
Yeah.
She needs to be that far over. Yeah, there's a lot of what's the word? Lack of confidence in the Alfa Romeo. Through Cine she goes. Very hesitant on the exit, hesitant on corner entry as well.
Up ahead of her you have Dylan now, coming across the line. The medium tires, he set a 38.
Oh no, Ellie's just invalidated it at the final corner. She's probably invalidated next lap as well because of that. Who's going? It's one of the Renaults.
It's Raceway.
Yep, riding board Raceway then to the line.
Yeah, here he comes with a good exit. Should be able to beat that medium from Dylan. And look, he beat it by though. By a big margin at 29.0.
Shy of 2 seconds. Someone else came off the line, but I don't think they set a time. I think one of the Red Bulls will be next. Should be Twonk coming to the line.
Yeah, if people haven't noticed, Charlie has moved over to Renault, whereas Reese has moved to Red Bull now, so we do have a new driver in the AlphaTauri in Casey Jenner, so we wish, obviously, we wish Charlie and Reese luck in the new teams, and wish Casey luck in his debut racing this year.
Yeah, hoping, well, I'm expecting good things from Casey, and he's already gone P3 in his first lap. I mean, Nhrl still offers a 70% chance for new drivers to win on their debut.
That's a stat I had no clue about. That's an interesting
Collins
stat.
to the line. I think he invalidated it.
Yeah, he's just starting a lot now, he has.
I think Reese has just came out in front of him as traffic, so Reese is going to want to move out of the way.
Yeah,
he does, sensible.
Yeah, Reese. Last time out in Canada, P2, in his last race Ferrari, Charlie goes just faster than Raceway. Random 1-2 at the moment, yeah, but Reese, I think that P2 will hopefully, for his sake, give him a momentum boost. And
he did get dropped down to P3 because Dylan was promoted to P2 because he had a 5-second penalty removed from the race. But a podium nonetheless, and to be fair, I think he'll take it after some of the races he's had this season.
Yeah, I do agree with you. L5, who's that?
I think it's just some guys running out of fuel. It's a Red Bull, probably Twonk.
Yeah, it is.
There's a racing point that's just started a lap. As soon as Collins is finished, you want to ride on board with DXS?
Yeah, okay.
He's getting on.
Yeah, he comes. Yeah, I actually wonder who is leading the championship at the moment.
It is DXS. Yeah, I'll give you a rundown of the championship.
Yeah.
As soon as I find it. Bear with me. So, Div 2 Drivers Championship. It's DXS who's leading on 172 points ahead of Raceway in P2 with 141. Charlie only just shy behind him on 139. And then it's Zenex Josh, the last car in the promotion zone, on 92. Then it's Twonk on 66, Dylan 59, Reese on 53. And then Avalanche on 50, James on 43, Carps hang on, I've not even moved Carps up. Carps on 48, Collins 13, Feared by Gaming 8, Infinity 3, Ellie 2, and FJW 2 points as well. Alright,
Yeah, obviously,
DXS to the line. Can you get the all-important? Yes, he can.
28.
Only bloody just though.
Yep. I mean,
I've got to see what that gap is.
Yeah,
no, that's not even a tenth.
Yep.
It's not even a quarter of a tenth. It's closer than that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do wish Charlie well though, because he's really found some solid pace over the last couple of races. I think he got caught out a bit with the safety car at the end of Canada last week.
Yeah.
And do you think him moving to Renault was the right thing?
I don't know. It obviously just depends on what he was feeling at and what he was feeling with Red Bull. I mean, obviously him and Raceway both near the top. Obviously, I think that could benefit them having teammates that are obviously beefy teammates that are very neck and neck. But that could also make Renault struggle a bit in the constructors. If you have two drivers fighting for the title, they might just forget about drivers, and you know
FJW has just gone purple in Sector 1.
Oh, okay.
I know that the move, it's not down to any disrespect or malice by anyone. It's Charlie thinks that he can work better with Raceway and take the fight to the racing points to try and claw back some kind of lead in the championship. But it is a bit of a mountain to climb because the constructor standings after Canada, Racing Point lead the way on 234, Red Bull in P2, 203, Renault quite far back, 151. And then Ferrari after their double podium, I think it would be a saving grace for Raceway, because Ferrari on 112, but still the Mercedes pair close to them, 105. They actually swapped places after Canada. McLaren on 71, Williams 32, AlphaTauri 21, Alfa Romeo 5, and Haas on 0. No full-time drivers in Nhrl in either division who want to drive in Haas, so if anyone wants to, then please do. You'd be more than welcome.
In the standings, obviously, we obviously with the promotion relegation system we have in Div 1 and Div 2, I think that adds a new layer of challenge, because you know, at the end of the season the title might be over, but obviously you're going to have, well, hopefully, a lot of drivers fighting for a Div 1 spot, which, in terms of Nhrl is the top division, so I'm not sure so it's not I've not all up at the moment.
They should all be fighting to get into the top division, because that is where the money is, honestly. But I want the guys to feel rewarded as well, because if you're there, you've clearly got a certain amount of talent.
Avalanche has FJW ahead of him, hopefully them trying to get out of the way. Is he going to get out of the way? Oh my god, that was close.
Looks like he's got for okay.
Yeah, but Kurt coming in, I don't know what, it's the corner after the one hander, I don't know what it's called. Yeah, Avalanche anyway.
I would say, like, you just go by corner number, but I don't even know how many corners this track's got.
But as you can see, in France they have like the turn numbers next to corners. So
it's got 15 corners. Long right-hander is turn 13.
Yeah.
Avalanche, what are you doing, lad? Well, he's gone P4, but he was up slightly even on his second one, but he has just invalidated. I want to ride on board with Carps if he's on a lapse. He hasn't set a time yet, and he's still invalid. Let's just say that Infinity has done really well to get into P10. I think surely Dylan's got more pace in the Ferrari to go. Yeah, he's 8th at the minute. I think he was like 6th in Canada.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Dylan, one thing that I see me is his helmet. He's gone for a Sebastian Vettel like helmet, so Anyway, he's 1/10 up, coming to the end
he
of the
has.
first second.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Interestingly, what I've seen, Casey Jenner out on the medium scene, I wonder if he thinks that he can beat a soft class. It's a bold call, but if it works out, it would be brilliant, but I think he's validated that map, so I don't know. Let's see, here comes Dylan, using all the curb in the chicane, he gets a nice run and a nice exit. And come to the end of the second sector.
Well, Dylan should improve. His 130.8 was set on the medium, so you think if it's about a 1.8 second gap between those two tyres, then, well, by my logic, Dylan should be nearly on pole position.
Yeah, sometimes the tyre difference isn't exactly always accurate.
Well, he should be getting a 129 something.
Yeah, it's actually very good for Dylan. As he can
Even if he gets a 129 flat, he would be within a tenth of pole. What time is he set?
He's gonna set, he goes P4.
129.2, not too bad.
Which is validated. You have Collins on the map, he is 8/10 up. Okay, well, I'm gonna watch Carps since Carps is ahead of him, so. Carps coming up to the line now. I think this will be from 10 to 10 ahead of Infinity Nhrl.
Yeah, that's a representative time for the mediums.
Yeah, Collins now, up to the line.
Should improve quite a bit. Not as much as I thought. Yeah, I think he would have wanted a lot more than that if he's beating his other time by like 1.6 seconds.
Zenix Josh has lost the back end, he's into the wall. Lucky not to be out there. I was about to mention he had a very quick first sector. I think that was on par one of the fastest would be when he's coming out, losing the back end. So that is his chances of pole room.
That is Carps. Carps was actually on a flying lap. He may have just had a cheeky little toe down that straight. Oh, riding the curb a bit, lucky not to invalidate. Guess it helps with like those. They're not sausage curbs, but they can like really, what's the word? Manhandle the car so that it can lose time.
Reese is starting that now. He's one of the only ones, so let's see what he can do.
Well, I'm gonna still ride on board with Carps until he finishes his lap, because I know he was half second down, but I don't know if he'll be able to find any more time this time around. No, he's boxing. Okay. Right, Reese. Let's have a look.
Yeah, and also around France, I'd say maybe starting. If you qualifying the mediums, maybe start, 8 or 9. That's not a bad call. In fact, the ultimate strategy, because you see people calling running softs, is not the easiest strategy to go soft hard, but it is definitely doable. You go to a little bit tighter and go softs. Do die pretty quickly, but yeah, I'd say if you want to sacrifice track position for if you feel you're quick enough to go P8 or P9 on the mediums, and do so, because it usually ends up working out in your favour.
Well, yeah, last time I checked, if there's a safety car around France in the first 5 laps, the medium runners, you're sorted. Soft runners, it ruins the strategy.
It's probably 2 laps ahead that Emily has retired, so I should just call it. I think you should call her qualifying session. Reese
has backed off.
Yeah, he has. He's on the map now. DXS is on the map. Is it pole sitter championship leader?
Is DXS? No, it's alright. I think Avalanche was. Yeah, Avalanche just done his outlap. I think Reese is just kind of prepping his car ready to go again.
Yeah, DXS obviously.
Right.
He's looking in fine form at the moment. Maybe hoping to continue that and extend the championship lead, which I believe, if I can remember, is something like 30 points. I think you said. I don't remember the gap, but he's
got about. He's definitely got over 25-point lead in the championship.
He just needs to keep it consistent, because all it takes is one bad race and boom, Charlie and Raceway are back in it. So.
Yeah, but everyone so far in Div 2 have had their fair share of bad luck. I mean, Charlie had it looked like he was going to run away with it at the start of the season, but I think DXS might have missed out on 2 races because of his internet very early on, and then Charlie started having difficulties in Baku. He improved
128.8. As Avalanche is
only
on that as well.
by a tenth. As long as Charlie pushes
Avalanche,
hard enough, then he can do it, and because of the time left on the clock, that's going to be game over for DXS.
Avalanche 2/10 off. He does have cars ahead of him, so he'll be hoping that they do not get in his way.
They should be okay.
No, he won't be.
Dylan.
He gets out of the way just in time.
I think whoever that Renault is in front of him should be okay again.
That's Raceway. Raceway has reset of him, who I believe he might even get another bit of a.
I think Reese is actually he's invalidated his lap. Come on, Avalanche, are you going to improve?
He could.
P4. Well, he actually improved his lap by 3/10, so fair play to him. That's Dylan confirmed P5 there, and Raceway P3.
Charlie's invalidated, so he is the way he is.
He'll be the next car then, Infinity. 2.9 seconds up, set the purple sector 2.
Tonk is the next one actually. If he comes up to the line.
It better be her driving that car. How would you know? I know we've got some people engineering for her tonight, but come on, like 2.9 seconds.
Yeah, but she set a 36.2, so, and she was on no ERS for that lap, so it didn't surprise me. If she comes
to the line, she
P10.
Alright, it is her driving then. Sorry.
Then Josh on the
mediums. Carps is on a lap and Josh is getting in his way. They're both on time laps.
Yeah, they're both on time laps. I think it's just
be Charlie coming to the line. He's invalid. I'm going to ride on board with Carps then. Pretty much all of the cars left to cross the line, they're all coming around the final corner. Josh P11. What the hell's going on here?
FJW? It's because it's everyone else's finished car.
Yeah, it's the AI cars.
That is crazy.
Just gotta wait for DXS to retire while he's in the garage, but while we do that, the information for the race. DXS on pole position. Yep, hang on. Race distance will be 27 laps. No need for 90% in Div 2. Track length 3.6 miles or 5.8 kilometers. Maximum tyre life. Well, FJW with the penalty there. 9 laps on the softs, 15 for the mediums, and 19 for the hards. The fastest racing lap, 132.740, set by Sebastian Vettel back in 2019. There's your man on pole position, P1 DXS and Racer Point, claiming 2 points for pole position ahead of title rival Charlie Cogden, P2 for Renault, and his teammate only behind him, P3 for Raceway. Okay, it's trying to think. Top 6.
So, yeah, Casey Jenner on his debut in P6, I'm sure he'll be happy with that.
Right, as the guys are sorting the tyre strategies out, any setup changes, fuel loads and that, what would you say is the most important thing about your car setup around France? Because it's got high speed corners, low speed corners, and like all these long straights, so how would you go about setting your car?
How would you go about setting your car? Okay, well, I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of myself and see what I said. Look, I personally would go for, you have to try and find a compromise where it's enough downforce and enough straight line speed. I'd have to go for more straight line speed because the track is more like, the track has more, what's the word, straight and like fast corners than it does slow corners. So I'd say that, I'd say you'd run lower wings than higher. I'd say you run like 8 for the straights around here.
Yeah, I think because France isn't my favourite circuit by any means, but you just want you want it to be quite loose because the there are corners with really tight radii around here, but you're not going to want too much downforce. You just want a little bit of stability for the high. Full rundown of the grid then. Like I said, DXS in pole position, claiming 2 points for himself and his team. Tyrell and Charlie Cogden P2 for Renault just behind him, and Charlie's new teammate Raceway in P3. Avalanche P4, one of the best qualifyings I've ever seen him do. Dylan, completely, what's the word? What's the word for, very unexpected, I think. I'm trying to say P5. He's done really well to get that lap in. Casey Jennett P6 in his debut for Nhrl in AlphaTauri. Can he go for a win or maybe even a podium on the cards today? Collins P7, the highest placed Mercedes today. He's ahead of Twonk in the Red Bull, who's newly paired with Reese after he's jumped ship from Ferrari. Infinity P10, who I believe has had a coming together with Xenex Josh in P11 with Mercedes. Carps P12, the highest placed McLaren today. Ellie P13, not getting a lap in. And FJW, new McLaren driver, in his debut last week, still scoring points nonetheless. In P14 because of some kind of grid penalty from qualifying.
Yeah, just hope we do not get a pile up like we had in Division 1. That would be chaos. As I look at the tries, and no one, interesting though, no one up into the highs. Now I thought you would see a few maybe off the highs, but that is a surprise that no one is up into them. Everyone is lining up now. So.
Quite interesting that Xenex Josh has gone for the mediums. I would have thought he had gone for softs to try and clear the traffic as quickly as he can. Looks
yeah,
like I think Carps has got that idea in mind. To be fair, if he can get himself into a points paying position after any safety cars, then yeah, you might as well. But we're going to get ready for lights out. There we go, 5 red lights, lights out and away they go. It's a very bad start from Raceway.
Oh, Raceway. It's just Charlie and DXS. It's into turn 1, DXS could run it. That's true. Yeah, okay. Turn is a bit glitched. DXS holding it running.
Oh no, Charlie, there's another pile up again.
Yes, there's another pile up.
There's wing damage all over the place. No safety car yet that I can see. No one like DNFing there. Oh my god, Infinity bringing it to FJW there. Collins with 5-second penalty for ignoring the yellow flags.
The timings are fixed.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for the timings to settle down a bit.
Okay, so Charlie has jumped. DXS Raceway got awful start, whereas Dylan battling Twonk. It's always the next shot, and the next shot is going to go dead inside of Dylan into the chicane. Nothing's better over it. Oh, Casey Jennett has hit the back of FJ.
Yeah, always. Back end was stepping out as well. Someone. I don't know if anyone's watching it, if they can get Older Valley to come out of AI.
Oh, Avalanche and Raceway. Avalanche is gone very wide. I don't know if they can make contact.
I think after that start, Raceway is very lucky to only have lost one position, but he's retaken it by now. And look down now as
oh, that is Avalanche. I think I saw a piece of racing
in the pits. Twonk and Casey into it. You can tell me like only 3 cars had damage after that. I think that's pretty good going.
Reese and Collins. That is
guys.
It was Reese. Oh,
Harley, what are you doing, man?
This is virtual safety car.
It's like very well out the way.
That just looked like it was hard racing. But Alpha's into the points. What's that?
Oh no! FJW with the drive-through. It's in P8, man.
If you look up at the front, you have Raceway, DXS and Charlie, so Charlie managed to jump.
Yeah, but even then Avalanche is there waiting for him as well.
Yeah. But yeah, like you were saying, the Raceway is so lucky to be in the beat. He got an awful start. Zenix Josh up in the P6 on the mediums, he will definitely be happy with that one.
Maybe starting that low down has actually helped him out a bit. He's cleared his traffic with only Reese separating him just by pure distance. Green flag racing, no one else has been caught speeding, so yeah, back green flag, gonna ride on board with Raceway, see if he can take it to DXS, because Renault need these points. The lower down the racing points finish, the better.
Let's see, this bottom of the top 3 meters. DRS will be enabled at the end of the start. I've been for the 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit. He's in already. It's very early for a pit stop.
I think, does he add damage? Is there a front wing being prepped by Racing Point?
Yeah,
yes, there is.
I thought I saw a Racing Point on page 4 just before we had that VSC. You have Dylan and Josh, but more importantly, you have DXS and Charlie up at the front.
Yeah, DRS should be enabled by now, so
it is, yeah.
We're going to see the rear wing open on the Racing Point.
You can see how powerful that is. He's not activating all this, so don't even be going for a Zenith shot.
All he wants to do at the minute is just claw it back. There's no reason wasting all your fuel in the ERS. Because you do, then he's just going to lose the position again on the next lap.
As Infinity has got past FJW, Infinity up in P7, very good start by now. FJW in P8 as well.
He's fighting the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, FJW did have DRS.
Let's see, the front, Raceway losing a little bit of touch out of DRS. Let's see if Infinity can fight FGW back. They're going in for the right hand.
Oh no,
behind. That's
Ellie has made a huge mistake in the chicane.
I think she lost the back end on traction.
Yeah, I think she's trying to run with no traction, but I think she needs to.
As here comes DXS on Charlie. DXS goes right near outside with fast lap as well with DRS. I think Charlie knew that.
Moved up before the corner, just proving the power of DRS, but Charlie showing the consistency to stay with him today. Barely attempt separating them in qualifying. Infinity 3-second penalty.
Yeah, that's it. Race and FJW in. That promotes Infinity up in the P6.
Is that racing again? No, that was Twonking on that one.
Yeah, as here comes
Charlie. Oh, no.
God.
God, man. Should still get DRS, and he does. He's lost out of a lot of time from the back end, stepping out on him.
Dylan and Josh. Got off a P4 now. Here comes Dylan with the DRS and overtakes him.
Josh leaving it late to activate his DRS to defend. Almost a late move.
So powerful. It's just more
early. I do expect Josh to get a better exit here. And he does. He's
brilliant exit.
Powers himself past the Ferrari.
Does, I mean...
To be fair, for Josh, it's really good driving on the mediums.
Yeah, I mean, in 9 seconds on the top 3,
hey, look at you, he's just about pulled away half a second again. Going to ride back on board with the front. I want to see if Charlie can stay with DXS as he's going to come within DRS range down the main straight. He's going to need it though. He has less ERS than DXS though.
Yeah, I don't get it. It just seems like the DXS, Charlie and all that, they seem to use the ERS storage. It's not. Compared to the top 2, there's Alex Josh, who was nearly 70%. So.
Charlie with the penalty.
Charlie with the penalty, yeah. Let's see that. And DXS is starting to get away a little bit now.
We've run on board with Dylan and Josh. Because Dylan was really catching down the main straight with DRS, but I think the top 3 need to be doing what the guys in P4 and 5 are doing. They're really saving their ERS.
Yeah, it's just more. I mean, Charlie's on an 8, right? I mean, even DXS haven't got more than him. Let's see Dylan and Josh again.
Yeah, it's only just though. I think Charlie just might have to get comfy a little bit for a few laps.
Yeah. Maybe try the undercut. Dylan, he's not using overtake, he's being smart. Let's save his ERS.
And Josh knows he's there, he's been covering off all the apexes. Just notice there's a really tight fight down for P10. Carps with Ellie's AI car
Yeah.
within range.
I wonder when the soft ones will be in.
They'll be in about if they go any longer than lap 7, I'll be very surprised. And maximum tyre life for the softs in 9 laps.
Didn't say maximum tyre life for the 9 to 19, so they kind of unless they can make them hard last.
Yeah, but having said that, the hards, yes, they are clearly slower than the softs, but they're not a bad race tyre.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. They are a very good race tyre, aren't they?
If anything, France has won the tracks where it's the softs that aren't the best race tyre, but you can only just kind of stay ahead of your competitors.
And the Chinese falling out of DRS, that's crucial for DXS that he's gotten out of once upon another. Infinity gaining on Dylan, the gap was around 12 seconds, like maybe 2 laps ago, it's up to it, and it's down to 11.2, so...
Yeah, it'll be the softs that are struggling now.
Yeah.
To be fair, if Infinity does a medium to hard strategy, she could go really far in the race, and Dylan's making a move on Josh again.
Wise boy.
Josh probably shouldn't be fighting Dylan too much, because he knows that Dylan's going to be struggling on his soft tyres, he's on the mediums.
Dylan will be pitting soon, but...
Yeah, just kind of... Josh has used Dylan as a toe to kind of pull you either closer or further away from the guys that you need to be inside. I love that corners because it's actually a wide, high-speed corner you can overtake through. You get some move done into Cino, and the DXS is in. Charlie is in.
And Charlie in.
Raceway will lead the race momentarily then.
If they go on the hards, 21 laps on hards, I wonder how doable is that?
Nah, not possible at all. Not unless you drive really slowly. If there's a safety car, maybe.
DXS is doing
DXS mediums. Yeah, he'll be out in the mediums again later. Charlie on the hards. Charlie's left himself open for a soft stint later on. I mean, if there's a safety car now at any point, it is advantage Renault. They don't have the track position, but they are on the better strategy.
Infinity passed Dylan up in the P5. Let's see, where will Dylan come out? Is he going to come out ahead of Reese if he wants to? He won't. He'll come out ahead of Casey. He's quite not do it, he will be out ahead of Casey, so he's into a bit of space for him. He's on for the medium, so he's on a 2-stop.
First fight then is Charlie at Twonk with a 3-second penalty.
Interesting, Raceway's getting away from Zemex, even on. Okay, the gap's closed now a little bit, but he was getting away from him.
Unless Josh has just built his car up more for the straights. I mean, yeah, he probably was going down straight using a bit of overtake.
We'll see wherever he's like, maybe onto the hards. I presume so.
Yeah, is Raceway definitely coming in? He is. To be fair, he's got quite a good buffer between himself and Zenex. You'll inevitably lose the lead. It's the hard tyres for the Renault.
Yep, so he's aiming to
beautiful
do a
stop.
one-stop. Zenex will definitely, yeah, okay, he'll be behind these are by a lot more than what he was beforehand.
Yeah. I do expect the guys on the mediums to be taking them 15 laps.
Does Raceway get ahead of Infinity? He does, it's crucial for him. Avalanche now with the DRS on Infinity, I think if Infinity wants to just see if she can defend, but I don't think she will. Yeah, no Avalanche with the beautiful exit and just easily fly past Infinity. He'll let them boys just get DRS, obviously, but she does have engineers, so that probably help on her, so
yep.
Yeah, she will have DRS.
Best thing for Charlie at the minute is what's happening right in front of him. Zenex Josh could hold up DXS here.
No, he doesn't. He thinks better over it. That's smart by Josh. He just doesn't hold him up.
He's got
it's
penalty. Well, no harm in being there, staying a bit under pressure. I mean, DXS has just drained whatever ERS that he has, trying to pull away from the Mercedes.
Yeah, in fairness, them medium tyres, I mean, yeah, unless there's a late safety car, Charlie is at this current moment he's looking good. Friends, all it takes is one late safety car and that advantage is gone. So, never know really.
Right, down the main straight he goes. No, Charlie just outside of DRS, but Avalanche should get DRS on Raceway. How effective it'll be, I don't know. Raceway's got a hell of a lot of DRS.
Yes, if you look down back to P7, you have Dylan and Reese. Dylan with a lot of DRS, and then him and Reese are at the same range. Acting over this, so he's not going to make it easy.
As long as Reese can cover the inside, which he does, but DRS just too powerful. Oh no, he's choosing to fight it! No, Reese was more than entitled to do that. It was quite late, but I could see what he was trying to do. I think Dylan should have seen that coming, to be honest. A little bit of a late lunge, but you know, things happen. Charlie has cleared Josh quite easily, DRS into the chicane.
I don't think Dylan got wind on response. He's very
No, there was no damage by that. A bit rude, but